everybody, and welcome to the I can't keep up with the Mark Goldbridge. Chelsea 4, Djurgarden 1, and not only that, Nottingham Forest 0, Brentford 2. Before we begin, Chelsea are in 5th place now with 6 goal difference better than Nottingham Forest. We are now officially above them in the table. That was their game in hand. They fluffed it. They lost. We're level on points, but above them on goal difference. I've said this for weeks now, months even, that we are going to take this down to the wire. And I do think that game against Forest is going to be the decision maker in this situation. It's going to come down to goal difference. I think maybe goal, maybe some points, but all the same, a huge result for us. Elsewhere, we had Real Betis 2-1 against Fiorentina, so that game all to play for. But for Chelsea, it does seem as though that we have 1 foot in the final, even though we have obviously conceded an unnecessary goal. It was well, I wouldn't say it's avoidable. It should have been avoidable. It should have been avoided. But, you know, it is what it is. I think we could have really benefited from not conceding. I think that the confidence coming into that second leg would have been a lot. Well, I don't think the confidence would be struck too much, but it's just unneeded. It was so unnecessary. And you know what was also, I thought, unnecessary? And realistically, yes, Jackson came on and got the other 2 goals, but I think the way we were playing, it's all hearsay, to be fair, and it's, you know, I can just say one thing and it mean another thing. Fair play to Maresca for taking the risk and getting 2 goals from Jackson. I would argue though that Palmer is just another poor performance from him. I just don't think that was a good performance from him. A good cameo at least, if you can class 45 minutes as a cameo. But a well-oiled machine, I would say. Well, kind of. It needs a little bit more WWE, a little bit more WD-40 on it to keep the wheels spinning nicely in that second leg. Realistically, I mean, between now and the next game, who have we got? We've got Liverpool next. We've got Djurgarden on Thursday for the second leg, and then we've got Newcastle. An early kickoff as well. Not just early, a really early one as well. At 12 o'clock, not even 12:30. It's a 12 o'clock kickoff on Sunday next week against Newcastle. So I don't want to see Palmer play. I don't want to see Jackson playing. I don't want to see Caicedo playing. You know, I don't want to see Enzo. I mean, one of Enzo, Caicedo, or Lavia are going to have to play that game. But realistically, I don't want to see any starting players in the Premier League playing in that second leg against Djurgarden. I don't want to see it. The turnaround, you talk turnarounds between Thursday and Sunday. It doesn't get much bigger of a turnaround than you know, an 8 o'clock kickoff on a Thursday to then a 12 o'clock kickoff on a Sunday. That is fine margins. That is very, very fine margins, to say the least. Before I continue, please do smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the bell notification to be notified of when I'm live next. I'll be live tomorrow for the Man City game against Wolves, Aston Villa against Fulham on Saturday, and then, of course, Chelsea versus Liverpool on Sunday. With that said, going back to the game, I will go through some of the performances because I feel like it needs to be said. 4-1 are very good results. Arguably, the defence probably the most shaky. Cucurella, I know he came off at half-time. Hard to remember too much that he did in the game, to be honest with you. I thought Dewsbury Hall was pretty good. I'd say Conference League for Dewsbury Hall, pretty damn good performances from him so far this season. And I do reckon, you know, I fully reckon I think someone like Dewsbury Hall, someone like Tyreek George will be fucking hard done by to not get an appearance in the Conference League final when we get there. You know? Do I think that George or Dewsbury Hall will start in a game like that? I'm not so sure. I'm not sold. I do think we're going to go with a completely strong 11. Maybe Jorgensen in goal, you know? But I would argue Jorgensen may need to look for another club. If he's done the entirety of the Conference League and then Sanchez starts over him in the final, you just leave. Just leave. You know? I know Jorgensen has had some dicey moments, but you can't have him as a cup player. You can't have him as a cup player this whole time, and then as soon as we get to a final, you drop him for that. I can understand starting certain other players over them in a final, you know, playing our strongest. It's the last game of the season after the season's already over and done with in the Premier League. So, you know, you'd be justified in playing, I don't know, Colwill and, Chalobah as starters. That said, we'll say Chalobah, not the best performance from him coming off the bench. But yeah, elsewhere, Fernandez, 2 assists. James, good 45 minutes for him. We might see him start against Liverpool after all. We may see him start against Liverpool after all because he only played 45 minutes here today and it was a starting 45 minutes. So, you know, it might happen. It might happen. Dewsbury Hall, great performance from him. Madueke finally got a goal, or didn't finally get a goal, but he got the goal after a few chances, few chances that we should have seen him put away, to be honest with you. Sancho, another good performance from him in the Conference League. It tends to be the case with him. Tyreek George, not necessarily his day, but a solid performance overall. He was playing as the main man up top. So, you know, a lot of pressure to get the goals, I suppose. So maybe it just got a little bit too much for him. Acheampong, I felt like Joshua Acheampong played really well down that right side. And Tosin, a little bit leery for that situation involving Caicedo in the end of the second half. But I'll allow it, backing his boy and all that sort of stuff. Badiashile, Cucurella, easily 2 of the worst players on the pitch today. But even then, you know, it came down to defensive error that they scored their goal. Trevor Chalobah, Cole Palmer, dreadful both of them when they came on, even if Cole Palmer did get an assist. Just really not good. Caicedo, thought was great. He got an assist, got booked, I think, in that whole kerfuffle, but just solid as well. Nicholas Jackson, 2 goals off the bench. One of them pretty much handed to him, but the second goal, very, very good indeed. And last but not least, a big congratulations to 16-year-old Reggie Walsh, who got an appearance today. And a fucking belter of a shot at that, I will say. A really, really good shot from him. Unfortunate not to get a goal on his debut. What a story that would have been for sure. Hopefully, we can see him play some more minutes than just 4, the 4 that he got today in this first leg. A game against Djurgarden at the Bridge. For a 16-year-old Reggie Walsh, it could be on the cards. It could be on the cards. With that said, Chelsea 4, Djurgarden 1, and it's been a good day overall. 4-1 to Chelsea, through to the next round, which is the final, realistically. 1 foot in the final. It's got to be done. Surely it's over and done with. If we don't, sack him. Sack him. It's as simple as that. You can't let this one slip. So I'm going to say we're in the final. Nottingham Forest dropping 3 points as well. Huge result for us. And the Betis-Fiorentina game proving to be a little bit more tight than we were expecting. Betis 2, Fiorentina 1. With that said, do like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. Again, I will be live tomorrow for the Man City Wolves game. I'll be live for the Aston Villa versus Fulham game on Saturday at 12:30 UK time. And last but not least for this week, finishing it off, massive game between Chelsea and Liverpool. Until then, until tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday, I will see you when I see you. All the best. My name is Harry, up the Chelsea.